Welcome back everyone to our new series in Slay the Spire 2. We're playing as the Defect in this playlist and just trying to climb the ladder. We're going to do Ascension, started at 0 and succeeded on our first run. A reminder, we're going to post all of our runs, so there's always the chance of failure here. I'm not going to hide those ones. And if you joined on the first video, that might have been some of the sloppiest play I can ever remember. I would never claim to be good at this game, but I sure have played a lot. At least of the first one, I had pushing 1,000 hours. This one, not much yet. And so I do have to pause a lot of cards I haven't seen yet, and enemies, I don't know their attack patterns. So I do hesitate more in this game because I haven't played a ton of it. But man, that was sloppy. Taking cards by accident, Echo Form never used once properly, forgot about healing into going to the boss and did it twice. It was a mess, but we did use a lot of claws. So, you know, maybe I break even. It's like some forgiveness there or something. The other thing I decided, a couple changes, mixed up the audio. I don't think I could really hear it in the first one. So hopefully this is a little better balance with the game sounds and the music and stuff mixed in better. And I also decided to switch over to keyboard and mouse. I normally play with controller when I'm just casual, but there's various advantages to the mouse, not only for double checking on relics, different effects that are on either us or the enemy, and also the cards. When you're playing with a controller, a card is always selected and it blocks the information on the enemies, like their health bars. So the mouse gives us more versatility. I decided, well, we better switch over to that. So all that being said, let's jump into our second round. We move to Ascension 1, where elites spawn more often. What's Niao got for us? Gain 1 card reward and procure 1 random potion. Transform 1 card, or remove 2 cards but lose 16 HP. Card reward and potion, of course, would be good, but I think we're going to transform again. I believe we did it on our first round, but I like the idea of not adding a card to the deck, but rather making one more valuable. So let's do that. We're going to get rid of a strike, and what we got? Really good. A card that pays off right off the bat and will be useful all the way through the run. Just starting to channel some frost. So that's great. The other thing that's cool about mouse, I don't do this again normally when I'm playing alone, but if I'm recording, I figured it might be nice to draw on the map, kind of show you guys what I'm talking about and where our path likely is going. So let's take a look. Our late shop up here on the right. Elites, we probably, oh, holy smokes, this one on the right side, 3 of them in a row. There is a way to get out of the third one, so that's valuable to know, and you hit that shop either way. Do we want that? Is that too risky? There's a couple events in there. I think let's let it rip. And again, we can break off here, so let's draw this out. What's this little pencil thingy? All right, it's freehand. It's cool. And we're gonna come up here, and then we change the color. I think so. We're hopefully going to come up that way, but might branch off if we're in trouble. And then we'll see. Hard to say which way. We may have a lot of cards by then, so I'm going to guess we might lean that way. This might be more of a mess than it is a help for you guys, but at least you see kind of what we're talking about. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Let's jump in. These are fun little dudes. Kind of a nice start. If you can race to take one out, the remaining one becomes stunned. So that's the main kind of effect with these guys, and the gain for strength once you do that. Do we want to full block here? Yeah, I mean, we're not about to defeat any enemy on the first turn. And let's also get some lightning into play. This could be a little bit longer of an encounter, more than we would want it to be, so let's get that lightning working. Okay, chill is great. Evoke one of the lightning and get some block in the bank. We can also dual cast. Ooh, that was not as good as I had hoped, but let's hit up this dude, I guess. Doesn't make a difference, and we full block with the chill. I think I can spacebar to end turn, right? Let me try that. Okay, it's a good thing we're about to defeat one of them. We're getting attacked by both. Let's do this, and game over. Nice potion early on. Gain 2 orb slots. That's a really fun one. Got an uncommon card to start. Gain 11 block, channel 1 dark. That's great. It's okay to start getting your lightning on board early on. I'm not the biggest fan of momentum strike. You've got to really be able to cycle your deck to have that start to pay off, but shadow shield is good. Not only a block as a fail safe. It's a 2 cost, but dark energy can become fun. Okay, these guys will generate little thorns every time that they're leveling up like that, so you keep that in mind kind of with your attack pattern. Let's dual cast. It's one of our best damage dealers right now. We could finish him, but then we're exposed. So he's going to be attacking next turn. We could probably plan to eliminate him even despite the thorns. Let's block a bit because we don't want to take the full hit from this guy. But then, despite not having any lightning, that's more effective probably. Take 2 damage, no problem, and then as long as we can block, we can hopefully take him out. Yeah, that works, and actually even chill is better. Well, I don't know about better, but this works. Oh, I forgot spacebar. Okay. I don't know if we'll get it in all the way around, but let's do that. We got full block. Well, yeah, we're good. We can, despite the thorns, we've got the chills that will go off. Spacebar didn't work. There's probably some kind of shortcut to do that, though. This is probably terrible etiquette during recording, but I'm going to take a look here. Peak? Space? Oh, and turn E. Okay. That's good. So he's got no thorns this turn. Dual cast just gives us block. If we attack twice, that doesn't quite get it done. But we're going to do that. And we can block once, and then along with the chill, the frost, we're good. Okay. Took a little bit longer to get through these easier enemies. It's not super efficient, but we don't have good attack cards yet. We've got the capacitor. Reminder, we've got chill, which is an excellent card all run long, and then shadow shield, which is cool, but we are not rotating the dark very well yet. We just don't have orb generation, and block is nice, but we've got to find a way to get through enemies. Now, capacitor is an uncommon. We didn't see it at all last run. Frankly, I'm going to just take it, but it's going to take a little while for it to pay off. We've got to get some good orb generation. Let's see what this has in store for us. Ooh, is a door. Upgrade 2 random cards or remove 1 card. This is a good question. I don't know that we want to remove a strike. We have almost no ways to deal damage right now. Upgrading could be really valuable. As much as Zap and Dual Cast kind of become a burden later on in a run, they can be useful, and these upgrades could make them 0 cost. The other one that could be good is Chill becomes innate and immediately gives you some frost. So let's upgrade for sure. Capacitor, cool. And then a stronger defend is fine. That's a good event. Okay, this guy, I forget what he does. I think he just attacks like a maniac. These little tentacle things just start thwapping. It's just good. Okay, chill. So we can full block now with 2 defense. We only have 1 strike, so it's fine. Ooh, that was a kick. Okay. This one, the multi-attack, he spins off. Okay, dual cast. We can full block, of course. The capacitor's not going to help us. We're not going to be around for long enough. This doesn't quite kill him. Let's make sure we block and then chew him up a little bit. Oh, there's more kicks. Okay, I don't know what I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure that he does a attack with his little leaves there, but maybe not. Can we finish him here? Not quite, but we can get closer. Ooh. Okay, we got to do 11. Yeah, we're good. Oh, that's weird. I gotta get used to playing with mouse. Yeah, it was smooth though. We haven't lost any HP, or not from that one. We need damage, please. Compact gain 6 blocks, transform most. No. The first time you play a 0 attack, you return it to your hand. I don't think we got any. Well, we got chill, but it exhausts. So, despite all being all uncommon, this isn't really helping us. We may get this, I suppose. These just are not in the picture right now. So we had that one last run, the Thunder, if I can remember the name. It works really well. Certainly performed good. Okay, 3 of these dudes, remember seeing them, that again, if we can knock one out, they all get stunned. The Shadow Shield could really come into play here. Not only do we need the block, I wish we had chill, that would be 3 frost, but that's actually a way where this will get evoked, is that chill will quickly rotate all this, so it's good. We are taking, what, 14 total? So 3 damage. That's boring. I should probably attack there, but yeah, keep the HP. What's this again? 2 orb slots. Would really like to get, I mean, we need attack power so that we can finish through enemies better, but maybe part of the answer there is orb generation, because we do have capacitor, we got chill, so even things like the basic orb generators, the names are escaping me right now, but we'll watch out for them. Chill is not going to kill him. We should probably dual cast, yes. Okay, now it's close, and we can... I guess I could have thundered. That would have increased the impact of those, but we can do this. We're fine. It's gonna stun them, right? So that makes us safe. And let's do thunder for the added effect. Do we have a way of generating thunder? Or lightning, sorry? Just zap, eh? And then Shadow Shield. I don't know if I even want to play capacitor. We got 6 block from frost. 9. Although zap will evoke 1. That's probably worthwhile. We're now creating 9. Yeah, fine. That'll do. Just take 2 damage. We really need a good card here after this battle. Something to generate orbs. We may have to... Well, obviously we're blocking. Is a dark gonna do it? We no longer have chill, so it's very difficult for us to rotate our orbs and get that dark evoked. And darks don't do any good, by the way. If anyone's newer to the game, dark does nothing unless you can get it to evoke. But the longer it stays in an orb slot, the more powerful it gets. So it's really dynamic, a lot of fun. Okay, we're obviously blocking here. We're gonna take 26 damage. It's a lot. And what's to come? Like, we've got strikes. I guess we need 2 strikes and we can finish them. We're not getting weakened or anything, but I guess we are blocking. Again, the dark orb it's going to be hard to make it pay off, even when we're down to the last guy. Wow, we can't even finish him off here. We'd have to get lucky with a lightning, and I like I like taking those kinds of chances, I think. Otherwise, we could play Shadow Shield. We're still taking 4. Nah, screw that. We're gonna... Yeah, we hedge our bets a little bit with 1 defend. Never punished. We got him. Okay, now can we finish this guy? Is another big question, and not really. So we can do 12 and then 6. That's 18. Otherwise we block. It's 10 to... We have to. We are in such bad shape right now. I feel like we are not super capable. Okay, let's get out of here. Sorry guys, that was a bit of a painful battle. What do we got? Smokestack. Whenever you create a status, deal 5 damage to all enemies. This can be really good because Defect does have quite a few cards that create statuses, obviously. It's one of the kind of angles you can take with them. We already have so much block. It's kind of all we have. And then boost away and charge. This is rough. I guess why not? Let's take Smokestack as an uncommon, but maybe we can lean into that status thing. So what's the identity of our deck right now? It was going to be Orb Generation with Chill, Shadow Shield. We got a little Dark Online, Capacitor, Thunder, and we can't find any of that stuff. All right, what are we going to upgrade? Oh, Chill. This is different, I think, from the first game. I think the upgrade used to make it innate, so always at the beginning of battles you would get it, but now it just makes it not exhaust. That's a big deal. Of course we're going to do that. So we can continually cycle Frost in our deck, and one of our only answers to defeat enemies right now is to put down Shadow Shield, be able to block and buy time, get a Dark Orb in the mix, and then we've got to find ways to evoke it. And keeping Chill in the deck is a great way for us to do that. So that became better than I was expecting, because we don't have good options quite yet. Pay 50 at the start of next combat, upgrade your starting hand. Well, we are facing an elite. That is tempting. Pay 150 at the start of your next 5 combats, gain 2 strength. The strength's not that effective. We don't have multi-hit attacks, which is where you get the best bang for your buck. We've got 3 strikes. That's all we got in the deck. No other attacks. Or at the start of your next turn, shuffle 2 dazed into your drop pile, which is like, yeah, screw you, T-Master. He didn't buy anything. He's going to kick us out the door. So, of course, we want the Bone Tea. And I think... once it upgrades the starting hand, I believe it stays that way for the rest of combat, pretty sure, so that could be a big help. This dude scares me, the Terror Eel, it's right in the name. Okay, let's get Thunder down. Immediately start getting the impact of the lightning being evoked. Chill, there's no downside, always. We're only ever going to get 1 Frost since we're facing 1 enemy, but there's still no downside. Do we want a Potion of Capacity? I mean, if there's a time to use it, it's on an elite, but I don't know that it's going to help us that much. And in fact, when we are trying to get our Dark Orb evoked, it's going to make it harder. So let's sit on that for right now. This could be a rough battle. We don't have ways of dealing damage. And we don't create status cards, so this is just in the way. We kind of need to get it out of here. We are going to dual cast. We're going to block. We almost full block here. And I think we just keep lightning in the mix. Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to play these just for the sake of getting them out of the deck, but we can't afford that. Special effect of this enemy, in case any of you are unfamiliar, is once he gets to 70 health, he becomes stunned. So there's the effect there called Shriek. The first time he reaches 70 or below, it becomes stunned. And then after that, he screeches and you become permanently vulnerable. So it's good to hit him like way below 70 and speed up the second stage. So Shadow Shield is good. I'm glad to see that. We can obviously get the block, and also it just gets this thing cooking. So every turn it increases by 6, and currently it's at 6. So next turn you'll see it at 6 and 12. I think we're going to block more. Otherwise, I mean, this just doesn't deal enough damage, so we're just going to sit tight. Okay, so the dual cast is valuable, and this is actually, it might be the best way for us to deal damage aside from the Dark Orb, and you see that now at 12, of course. So if we can dual cast, but we want it on the Lightning Orb, I think, in order to deal the extra damage. That is, can we race him to 70? But even if we can't, this defend full blocks, basically. Plus, we're going to evoke this. So let's do that. We're going to put a lightning in the chamber, plus we move the Dark Orb one. And if we can dual cast the Dark Orb, that is also going to be our biggest effect. So let's dual cast. Okay, so he did get stunned. And then since the block doesn't matter, we're going to get Smokestack out of our rotation. And once we get back around to dual cast, hopefully not this turn. Yeah, it is. We still have to. It's too good an opportunity, I think. That's really good. Okay. And our strikes were upgraded from that first hand, from drinking that tea, and now the lightning's going to kill him. Not too bad. I'm kind of surprised we got through it as well as we did. The Fire Pot, Pendulum every 3 turns, draw 1 card. Really good. Reboot, we had that in our first run. Always a good idea. Barrage can be fun. Now, okay, this is crazy. We might pass on Reboot because we have no way to deal damage to anyone. And because of the fact that we have Capacitor, up till now, we haven't even wanted to put it into play because it keeps our very few orbs from evoking. However, if we get this up to 6 is what that's going to do, and we manage to fill these out, especially Chill with a 3 or 4 enemy matchup, well, now Barrage is dealing 20, 25, 30 damage. So this is wild. I can't believe we're going to turn down Reboot for a common card, but we've got to deal damage. We're going to do that. Please help. What's this? Yeah, 4 plating. That doesn't hurt. And another elite that we are not ready for, probably. Well, so the Chill is going to be so important here for them. You know what? I think I'm going to use... I might use the orb slots, potentially. What's our map like? We're going to be... We've got the option of facing one more elite after this. And unless we get a really good card, I think we'd probably avoid it. Maybe take a standard enemy. We need to buy a couple in the shop, potentially. I'm just trying to think of how valuable these potions are. And we don't need it for this, if that's the way we're going. And we'll see what happens by the time we get to the boss. But I think I'm just going to do it. I'd feel better. And Fire Pot is going to be able to likely... Like, I'll probably use both. This is an elite. But we will see. We're taking 12, 15 damage total. The Shadow Shield gets us most of the way there. And I like the Thunder, but I don't know how likely it is that we're going to be evoking Lightning. I guess with dual cast we will be, and we could get that next. So let's get that. It is going to pay off. this is such good enemy design, by the way. I don't like facing them because it's really challenging, but it's good design. They've got an interesting mechanic where you hit them, they gain 6 block and kind of disappear. So they're challenging in their own way, but it's pretty cool. I appreciate it anyway. So capacitor could be good, as we talked about, but we already got the 2 extra orb slots. We have so little energy to work with. I don't think we can afford to get that in play, and it wouldn't even help us. We're gonna have trouble filling that out. It was unfortunate we didn't draw chill. We really need that, and we don't have a way to draw cards here, so it's unfortunate. We could finish this, well, potentially one of these guys off with a potion. And smokestack is no good to us yet. We were kind of planning ahead and hoping that could be cool. We're going to be playing Zap. This is a pretty big hit. 15 damage. And I don't know exactly what'll happen. I think he'll wait to hide until after we beat him up. If we do one of these other guys, this will be an exact kill with a fire potion, I think. Yep. Interesting. We have no block at the moment, so let's try to partly address that. We'll do this. Okay, this is going okay. We're not going to take a massive chunk anyway, maybe. The chill is going to be this hand. We can guarantee that, which is going to evoke the dark orb. Now, can we plan around that? No. The zap does not move the needle enough. So that's okay. It's going to evoke it on its own without the dual cast. But the other nice thing about the orb interactions is it doesn't make them hide. They only hide after they've been attacked formally. So this might be a lifesaver. We were happy about getting that chill. Oh my goodness, and we do have a dual cast, so it's going to kill this and mostly this. Okay. We can kill this guy, of course. We're going to get a decent amount of block here. 6, just about full block. Do I want to full block or get the extra lightning? I feel a lot safer now. With only one of them, we can outlast him. One more attack, and then he'll probably buff and increase energy again, or increase strength. Barrage, interesting. So if we get this orb, which would mean full block, and we got a dark, but then this becomes 25, so game over, we got it. GG. Oh, data disc. One of my favorite relics. Start each combat with 1 extra focus. This could be a really enjoyable run. Now, we need the deck to come together a little bit, please. Okay. Gunk Up. Normally a really unattractive card, but deal 4 damage 3 times, add a slimed into your discard pile. So decent damage, 12 damage with 1 cost. We already we're banking on smokestack in a way. Whenever you create a status, deal 5 damage to all enemies. So we want to kind of try to make sure this is in play prior to playing a Gunked Up. Now, apologies for not seeing this sooner, but overclock is even better. Maybe. Maybe. We still need damage output, but perhaps we found other ways to do it. With overclock, we start to get some cycling in the deck, and the same thing happens where we're adding a status card. And it's a 0 cost, so it's much easier to get in play. We haven't found any ways to create energy yet, like mana, whatever you want to say. So the overclock, I think I feel good about. I don't think we have enough damage output. We don't have a system in place yet to effectively deal with elites. I think we just want another card reward. Let's take on a standard enemy. So I don't know that I've seen this enemy or noticed it before, but if he deals unblocked damage, he gains 3 strength. Really interesting. So Frost, that's good. This is 1 short, which is fine. We don't have card selection here anyway, so let's just do that. Yeah, 12 damage steadily, huh? This does give us full block. Let's overclock to see. Okay, there's smokestack, it's fine, but let's do this, and with the Frost Orb, we do full block, and then we barrage. It's good. Full block, and get some damage out. 6 damage. Lets up a little bit on us, it's good. I wish we could... The dual cast is not as appealing with this. We're not ready for capacitors, we just don't have the ability in our deck really yet. Thunder also, we're not really creating lightning. It's kind of unfortunate. Let's dual cast anyway, because even though our deck is full right now, if we get to the point where we get back around and we can dual cast the dark, then it's game over. We, of course, are full block now at this point, so let's just get these powers. Well, no, we want to strike. We could potentially 3-strike finish here. Okay, let's draw again. Chill never hurt. And we're going to block. We have to consider the burn, so this is 16. Yeah, that's full block. This does 2. Let's strike. So now 2 strikes or our barrage would finish him off. Again, pretty sloppy. We're having to really brute force our way through this, but we're managing. I'm hoping the deck comes together, because we've also got the data disk. Blessing of the Forge is nice. Channel 1 random orb. This, we had this last round. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's a bad card, but I didn't mind it. The lightning generation just passively is nice. But we're certainly going to do chaos. You can create glass is great, or plasma orbs. We can get some more energy in the mix. And we've got the capacitor, so we need to find ways to fill up our orb slots. And then we've got data disk, so all of our orbs are immediately more powerful. That's a great card to see. Now, upgrading, create 2 random orbs. That's likely going to be the candidate there. Yeah, I mean, none of the other ones are pressing. And barrage would go off a lot harder, of course, but we're going to do chaos for sure. Because we also want to find ways with our dark orb on the shadow shield to get that thing around full circle, right? And so the more orbs we can pump through there, certainly the better. Now we also got a shop. We could use something juicy here. What do we got? Obtain an additional copy of a card in your deck. There's potential there, like with the Chaos card we just picked up, right? We're not interested in Bag of Marbles. If we got it free, that's great, but I'm not sure any of this is standing out to me dramatically. A turbo could be good. You kind of need to be able to finish enemies somewhat effectively and or build a large deck in order to not have this stuff cycle too much through, because a void, you lose energy whenever you draw it. Now, we also have smokestack, where we'd be potentially getting some damage output and make this thing actually useful. So this is looking appealing to me, where we could consistently play all of our hands, get all of our powers into play. We got the overclock where we're just cycling through, pumping orbs in. Could be doable. Now, this is also possible. We may want to do this for a couple of reasons. For one, we've got the capacitor that's already upgraded. We're getting 3 extra orb slots. That's great, but it's too many orb slots for what we're able to do right now. So it makes it 5 orb slots, still a lot, and then we've got the strength and dex. One of the other reasons is that it's a power, so it only happens once. In the first game, there was one called, I forget, it was like a picture of cables, and it was a skill though. So it would stay in your deck, and this would keep happening. You would lose an orb slot and upgrade these two. That can become debilitating, and it's stuck in your deck. I don't mind this happening once per round for sure. And not to mention, if we don't get capacitor in play for the extra orb slots, we're down to 2, and we can rifle through our orbs a lot quicker. So this has some appeal to me for sure, and it's on sale. It's like it's meant to be. Let's do that. We're gonna grab turbo, and the other card that we just picked up, the bulk up, is a 2 cost, so it's a little tough to justify. You're not dealing any damage or gaining any block getting this in play, so it's a little tough, but the turbo may help with that. Okay, I feel a little bit better about that. Something even like Flash of Steel, and we could do both. We could deal a little bit of damage, which we're struggling to do, draw a card, and we could delete a card. And deleting a card, I don't know if we can even do a strike. Well, I was thinking about doing a block. We've got the Shadow Shield. This Thunder is, well, certainly not viable yet. Could also remove Zap, but then we've got no Thunder generation. I guess we're gonna just let her rip here. Do we have enough? 75, 85 is 160. Of course, we don't have enough. Have to choose between the two. We can't get rid of a strike and get Flash of Steel. Now, we could get... Okay, so here's the move. We get Charge Battery. So not only is it better than a block, 2 extra block, but you also gain energy the following turn. We'd love to find ways to get more energy. This does give us enough money to remove a card, and therefore we'll swap it out with a Defend. I like that. And we're still under 20. It's not going too crazy yet. We just got a big mix of cards, fortunately, so I feel less like we need to do this combat. Let's take the event. Lose 8 HP, obtain a random forgotten relic from the past, or gain 100 gold and obtain a random forgotten card from the past. How confident are we in this rest stop of whether we can rest or upgrade? And if we were to upgrade, what will we do? One of the upgrades might be Barrage as simply a damage outputter. Okay. So going back to this event, I think I don't want to take the hit to the health, because then I'm tempted more to rest, and I don't want to rest, even though we would get a relic. So let's take the gold. We just spent all of ours, and we're going to get a card. Oh, Caltrops. Not bad from the first game. Interesting. Green is like it's obsolete. We're certainly accumulating a lot of powers. That's not bad. We don't mind that. And we got some gold from it. So we're going to upgrade like we talked about, and there might be some different arguments here of what to do, but I'm still nervous about our damage output, so I'd like to get Barrage. We do have the extra orb capacity, so I think it makes sense. We may also use Blessings of the Forge this round at some point. Let's get the power in play. He's sleeping right now. If we hit him up, he'll wake. So Charge Battery is great. Little energy next turn, and Zap, which we will hardly ever play. And nice to remember, we got Data Disc, right? So these things are hitting a little harder. Okay, that's good. Let's play Overclock. And then let's play Blessing of the Forge. We're going to get Smokestack down because this could be a longer battle, and we will be generating potentially some status cards. Let's play Chaos because we could get a energy type card here. Okay, Dark is also good. And do we want to do another Dark? Probably Strikes. That's a tough call. The Shadow Shield might have even been a better long-term play, but it's okay. We will want, I think we want capacitors this time around. Let's do that. Partly even just to get it out of the way, partly to make Barrage more viable, but Chill, of course, free card. Caltrops, not a priority. Although, let's get it out. We're going to defend, of course. It's the only option we've got to slow this thing down, like this attack coming. And the Caltrops, it's not that it's going to deal him a lot of damage. I'm not sure if he's got... Yeah, he's got a multi-attack a little bit. But it's more also just to get it out of there. This is a good draw. We want to play Turbo. We're going to get bulk up so that we lower the orb count a little bit, but our dex and strength is way up. So this is now basically full block. We also filled the orb slot, making Barrage go beautiful. Okay, overclock looks good. Pretty much always going to fire that. Remember, Smokestack is also hitting him when we do that. Let's get some energy next turn. Don't mind a dual cast. And we are full blocking with our Frost Orbs. Let's keep the orbs filled up. The Darks are loading up nicely now, right? They're growing. So if we can keep rotating and then dual cast. Well, Chaos is going to do it, I guess. Don't mind. Okay, 3 energy. We can play everything here in our hands, get an extra energy for next turn. And as soon as these dark orbs go off, lights out. Ooh, there's a void. That turbo coming back to hurt us. It's a good thing we had charged battery in a way, maybe. We're forced to block this turn. It looks, well, this is going to pop. And the zap. What's that going to do? Yeah, it's going to be enough. Nice. Pretty easy. And I think, did we opt to upgrade? I don't think we rested, right? At that last one, we got the Caltrops, and I think we got Barrage, right? So that's good. Glad, certainly, that we didn't rest. Super critical. Had that last run work really well. We could use the energy. Deal 11 damage to all enemies. Evoke all your orbs. You know, this is what we want this run. We have trouble cycling our orbs right now. We have good dark generation, particularly with the Chaos. We can't get Meteor Strike off easily with 5 energy. I think Shatter is really good, and the 11 damage to all enemies can be important too. There's plenty of multi-enemy fights. Okay, let's see what our reward's going to be to start the second act. See 15 cards from the Regent. Choose any number of them to add to your deck. Wow, that's interesting. I don't think I want to mix in with the Regent. Enjoy playing him on his own, but let's not pump him into this deck. At the start of each combat, 1 luminescence into your hand. Retain, gain, wow. Really good. Replace cracked core with infused core. Okay, at the start of each combat, channel 3 lightning. I think we want the energy, likely. We've got stuff like bulk up that we definitely want to get into play. We've got a lot of powers like capacitor that would be nice. Either one of these would be appealing, but I think we're going to get a luminescence, and one of the other things that makes it so attractive is retain, so you can choose exactly the best time to pump it. I've got a bit of money, wouldn't be the worst thing to get to a shop, but I think we'll save it. We have the opportunity for 3 elites on the right side. That initially looked good to me, as well as elite shop. That's a good fit. Let's draw that out. Come up this way. And I guess I also realized from having watched content creators that I think the pen color is relative to the character that you're playing. That's cool. Probably gonna do that. Okay, let's jump in. This dude will steal a card. Maybe Capacitor, I'm going to guess, and then he will take off flying here shortly. It's a bit of a damage race, and we don't have really any damage in our first hand here. We're going to get hit pretty hard, and we don't have an answer for that. I took Thunder. That's fine. Okay. He's about to take off. We could get Shadow Shield down and evoke it right away, but it's not valuable yet at that point. We probably... I think we want to play Luminescence. Let's draw some cards. Do we want to bulk up? This still doesn't feel like a great card setup. I don't know that I love where we're at just yet. Does Shatter exhaust? No, you can play it repeatedly. That's good to know. I'm thinking about evoking our lightning. Okay, let's do that. And get a power out of the way. Just deal some damage. He takes less damage. Well, I don't know that he takes less damage. I think so. Yeah, 50% less. If you hit him 5 times, he'll fall out of the air. Barrage is less valuable now. We reduced our orb slots, but let's generate some. We did get a plasma, some extra energy. We might want to worry about defending this thing. Let's do charged and barrage. We can't sit too long here. Almost full block anyway. Okay. If we shatter will give us a whole bunch of energy, but barrage, we need one. Oh, shatter and barrage will drop him out of the sky. Okay, yeah. Not necessarily the best turn, but good enough. We blocked that, got him out of the sky. He's going to take off now, so we've got to finish him, and we can. Dicey, we're not in the best place yet, but we're hanging on. This Radiant Tincture, gain energy, gain an additional energy at the start of your next 3 turns. Oh, it's a potion, of course. More dark generation with null and a lot of energy requirement, but we have some of that. Not only with chaos, getting plasma orbs, but with turbo. We'll go for the eyes. Can also be really useful. I think we're going to incorporate that. It's already upgraded. It can mitigate some big time energy by weakening multi-hit attacks and stuff. Good to see chill right off of the bat. Let's weaken the big boy. Overclock. We can full block this guy. He'll become stunned. Caltrops, not sure if it's going to pay off, but you know what? We're going to hit all of these. We can with luminescence, so let's get the capacitor, and part of the reason there too is for our new attack, the rare one, Shatter, that we can potentially evoke everything, including the darks. We've got options. Let's just get all that in play. Stunned, of course. We'll just do charge battery to get the extra energy. Let's focus and take out the guy in the back. Don't need to get smokestack and play with the turbo. A lot of damage incoming here. Hopefully we can finish him up. We likely can. Let's run a chaos. Okay, glass is good. And shatter will certainly kill the guy in the back. It will also create enough block where we certainly stunt the guy up front. And then we can bulk up. Yeah, I think all of this works really well. So let's do this. Oh, he's already dead. I didn't realize. And then the dark killed him. The shatter itself deals damage. So, okay, distilled chaos. Play the top 3 cards of your draw pile. Another good potion. Ooh, a couple good ones. I don't mind focus strike, as well as cool-headed. We might just need the orb generation and the card cycle. I think cool-headed's too valuable, and we may even prioritize upgrading that. Ah, this guy's funny. You get a lot of good relics, but they're like cheapy, they're like Temu relics. Okay, starting confused. How many cards do we have that are expensive? No, not enough. There's a few of them, but... Okay, let's get the blood vial thing. Let's get the mango. We do have a shop coming up at the end of this track, so we don't necessarily want to spend everything. If we heal 10%, it is about 8. Yeah, that's meaningful enough. We only have 3 strikes. They would deal 1 extra damage. I don't think we need that. We'll save the rest of our money. That's a fun little event. Okay, these dudes, the mites. Let's get some powers in play. Get them out of the deck. We can also play the luminescence depending on what we draw here. Oh, that was good because we created a status card. Knock them up a little bit. I think we will. It's a bit of a stretch to play luminescence, but we're going to block. That's full block and then get an extra lightning in play. And we've got the data disc, so the orbs are, I think at this point, more valuable than playing, you know, strike. We'll probably get at least a couple zaps out of these guys. We can play the toxics, learn that in the last round, where you're no longer taking the damage from them. We can also play the turbo. Let's first do chaos. We got a plasma, that's good. I think we play this. We cause the extra damage from the status, it's good. Get rid of these toxics and charge battery. All of that looks good. Caltrops come into play a little bit there. Okay, good to see chill. I think first let's play go for the eyes. Capacitor chill. Okay, that worked well. We're full block. Let's get rid of these toxics. We can get one of these. That's all good. Not sure if it was optimal, but it works well enough. Barrage, not as good yet, but let's cool-headed. Dual cast, obviously. Skill pot, it's good. Ball lightning, we'd like to see a little bit more rotation. 2 extra focus is nice. You don't want another turbo, I don't think. Let's go with the hotfix. We have the potential for having 6 orb slots with pretty good orb generation now of a different variety. That can make a turn go off pretty hard with a hotfix. And then consider Shatter, that if you bump all up the focus and then hitting Shatter, better evokes. It's good. Let's see what dual cast gets us. It's good against these guys. Get some block into play. Gonna do the luminescence. This is worth it strictly because it's hitting all of them. That alone is worth it. And we might block here. 614. Yeah, I think so. I want to make sure that we can upgrade cards. Okay. Go for it. Well, what kind of potions do we have? Play the top 3 cards of your draw pile. Gain energy. I think we're going to do Distilled Chaos. That was solid. Got block, generated a couple orbs. Trying to decide where to do this. I would love to get the weaken effect. So the strike's not going to kill one of these other guys. So we may as well strike this guy, take that 9 damage off the table, and then we can go for the eyes, weaken one of these. The hotfix is free, so of course we'll play that. And we've got 2 energy, so we'll just put these 2 into play. That wasn't bad. Should be able to clean these guys up now. The barrage. Great timing. Let's see if we can knock this guy out. Let's start throwing these. Chill does exactly what we need. Nice. We're starting to get some orb generation now, and that is starting to feel a little bit better. We can go for another overclock. Keep the cycling going. We get the effect from the smokestack. We're blocking pretty well, so the damage from the burns, we're not too worried. I like that. Ooh, little chompers. Would like to see our chilled. Let's start getting some card draw. We've got a turbo to start with and a luminescence. The luminescence, we've gotten it every single round, it feels like, in our first hand, and it is not innate from what I can tell. Like, it doesn't say that, so it's just crazy luck, I guess, but not complaining. Let's do turbo. We're going to get thunder in play, I guess. Let's block a bit. Okay, that's good. We're going to retain the luminescence. Haven't done that much yet. Ooh, the dazed. That doesn't help us with the smokestack. We have to generate our own for that to work. And since there's 2 enemies here, it will start to pay off. Let's do that. We're going to overclock, ding them a little bit. We can get rid of some of the, or one of the artifacts anyway. Dual cast is good. We've got the extra effect in place. Luminescence, definitely worth it now. And I guess, yeah, let's do that. That all seems good. And likely a shatter coming up. We got a shatter, chaos, barrage, some good options to maybe finish him off here. Chill also, so let's get hotfix down. Make sure we do that before... We may want to play capacitor. Yeah, let's do that. Got a lot of orbs coming out, so we can afford to even have the extra. Lots of block happening. It's coming together a little bit. Okay, shatter. So this is a fight ender, really. I mean, it could become that. And it did there for sure. Power pot. We replaced that one that we used there easily. That's good. Gain 2 focus this turn for each unique orb you have. Wow. And we are generating unique orbs, aren't we? Especially because of the chaos. And that can mean a lot in terms of block. Otherwise, compile driver, draw 1 card for each unique orb you have, can also play a big role in cycling your deck. Plus damage. Oops. I don't know how well have we improved our damage output. We have through the orbs, not through attacks. We got the barrage. That's kind of the only thing that's punching for us. The synchronized tempts me, but we've got other ways where we've got our focus up. We now have hotfix and we've got data disk. Let's get the card draw. Compile driver, it was already upgraded. And I think we're in good shape to face an elite. We, you know, rather than coming here and getting an upgrade, but let's see if we can get a relic. Now we're going to use at least 1 potion. We may use more. Start with a power. Whenever you create a status, channel 1 random orb. At the start of your turn, draw 1 additional card. I think this, especially, we've got 2 overdrives in our deck, I believe. So this will start to cause some chaos. I guess we don't need to use that yet for the energy. They're about to deal a lot of damage. Let's weaken 1. The multi-hit attack, I think, is one of the best bang for a buck. Let's do chaos. And then we probably, well, we're going to use luminescence, I'm sure. So let's barrage this fool. Get some block down. We're just going to get all of this down. And where are we at? This is 14. They're doing 20 damage, but we block it exactly. So I guess we'll save our skill and our radiant tincture for right now. And remember, as soon as we start hitting these overclocks, we're going to generate some more orbs. We're going to get this potentially rotating pretty well. Chill is also great, so let's hit hotfix. And we want to shatter before getting chill, because we want the lightning to go off. We refill that right back up. We are blocking a lot, and I don't know if we even want to dual cast. We have lots of block already. And in a way, it's good we haven't killed any yet. We've gotten 2 down really low, so they're not regenerating as we speak. We're just about to take them out. Let's check out cool-headed. That's good. Okay, overclock. We can at least kill the middle one. We're about to take a lot of damage. I think it's okay to use a skill potion. And let's use glasswork. Very nice. Okay, be a bit of a race here to see if we can take out the last one before these 2 pop back. Do we have the damage output? We've got the orb generation, that's for sure. Wish we had our thunder power. This would go a lot harder. But that's okay. I think we've got him. It's fine. Okay, bag of prep, amazing. Start with 2 additional cards. Turn 1 can go harder. We did a claw run last run. We're not treading into that this time around. Exhaust all your status cards. Deal 8 damage to random enemy for each card exhausted. We could make that pop, potentially. We are generating some status cards. We don't want scrape either. We don't have that many 0-cost cards. Now, I want to make sure exhaust all your status cards. So not the ones even in your hand, it's just all the ones you have. That's seems really good. T-set? What is that? Extra energy, yep, after rest sites. Let's head over to the next elite. What is this dude? Ovacopter. Generates little minions. I think he spits out little eggs and you gotta take them out before they hatch. So, yeah, flat cannon obviously doesn't hit for anything yet. Be interesting to see how well that does. Let's get thunder in play. Shatter is fine. There's no downside, I guess. And let's get caltrops. It's all good. We're going to retain our luminescence. Hey, Eggos. Like my chill back. Okay. Let's get the capacitor down. We've got the energy this turn. Whether... Oh, so turbo... I should have maybe thought about that. Turbo plays into some of our synergies there. We could dual cast the dark. I don't know that we want to. Let's just sit tight. Yeah, let's let it cook a little bit. Okay, chaos for sure. Then, so we've got a plasma, it's good. If we could evoke it, it would really put us in a better position this turn, but what have we got left that we could draw? We could draw hotfix, go for the eyes, barrage. Are we forced to just block? This does hit hard. We're not taking that much damage. I think, okay, that's fine. I feel decent about that. Oh yeah, caltrops. Making all these guys hurt a little bit. We're a little ways off from getting him punched out. Let's overclock, of course. Hotfix. Oh, I should have smoke stacked before the overdrive. It's fine. Go for the eyes. Can weaken, and it wouldn't weaken this guy, so whatever. Oh, we've got all kinds of energy. We're gonna let them all rip. Okay. I would hate to use it on one of these. That's 70 or 35 damage. No, we gotta use it on him. Okay, one of them died. He was the weakened one, but only took 2 damage. It's going okay. Not great, I wouldn't say. Okay, flat cannon helps. Random enemies, interesting. Chaos, dual cast. Oh, he's gonna hit hard, but what's this? Oh man, we're not playing well, but we're gonna do that. We're gonna take the defense, and he's dead next turn, but we saved ourselves 8 HP. Okay, all of this kills him. Okay. It's not the worst. Got a potion, draw 3 cards, another capacitor. We're struggling to even make use of our 1 really well. Hologram is typically excellent, but I mean, I guess Chaos would be one of the ones that I would love to draw back, and there's others. Shatter at a clutch time to evoke all the orbs. Go for the eyes when you desperately need to knock down an enemy that's hitting hard. That's true. Hologram's good. I don't feel nearly as ready for the elite now. I think we're gonna have to rest here too, because we're gonna be coming into another elite, and even though we've got a shop there, it's not going to help our HP. I think Chaos, clock, overclock, turbo, exhaust all status cards so we can get rid of that, you know, even the void that we just created, the burns. That's really effective. This also dealing damage to all of them, plus evoking that. They're getting blasted. It's awesome. Now, we did miss out on the barrage. That was bad timing, or bad planning, I should say. But we can block mostly. We can also make sure that this guy is not hitting us. So he won't get stunned this turn. It's no problem. Did a lot of work on that first turn. Worked out well. Okay, let's full block him this turn, which we can. It'd be better to get a 0 cost card in our hand. What's left in the deck? We can get Go for the Eyes, Chill, Hotfix. I guess it's worth it. We'll do Overclock. Plus we can get some synergies with the status cards. Okay, he's stunned. Let's work on finishing him off. We have no orbs. That's not helping us. We can do bulk up, I guess, and hit a little harder with this and get something else out of here. Hotfix doesn't matter. Orbs, sure, why not? And hopefully finish him this turn. Okay, chill, costs nothing. Cool hit. Clock. There we go, flat cannon. Get rid of those status cards. Nice. I think I don't know if we took any damage there. It was good. We've got versions of all of these. We've already got 28 cards in the deck, so let's sit tight. We're gonna hit up the shop. We've got enough maybe for a relic. Ooh, wow. This is the second time it's happened to me, back-to-back rounds, where I got a relic. Like, we just got the tea set, and here it is. It's not up top. And in the last round, it was Candelabra. We got it twice, and it was only after the second time that it came up here. So I don't know if I'm missing something or if it's a bug or something, but oh well. It's okay. Coolant could be useful. The start of the turn getting 2 block for each unique orb you have. We may have a lot of orb slots and unique orbs. Let's remove a card. We can afford to get rid of a strike now. We've got other methods of attack. Is this coolant going to pay? I think so. We also may take the null. We have... What have we got? We got 1 turbo. That's about it. And the luminescence, but we've got enough cards that cost quite a bit. So let's sit tight. That's not bad. Got rid of a card. Added the coolant. Okay, go for the eyes turn 1 is good to see. Let's get Smokestack in play early. We've got the luminescence still. We'll draw some cards, overclock. Don't mind creating these status cards. We've got no block on us yet. We can evoke. Don't know if that helps enough. I think we wouldn't mind having the energy, the plasma still in hand for next turn. So let's do cool-handed. Get these dazed out of here. That's fine. And I guess let's block a little bit. Too bad we didn't have caltrops there. That's 7 unique individual attacks, I believe. We may want the capacitor this time around. At least we have the 1 extra energy. Yeah, let's do that. We can... we're gonna end up blocking a little bit. Let's at least do charge battery. Get the extra zap in play, and then barrage. Deal out some damage here. We've also got a frost orb. It's gonna keep the damage less minimal. Okay, we gotta break this turn from him. It's not... well, we can dual cast the Dark Orb. Let's do that. It's a heavy damage dealer. And we can get all the rest of this in play. Getting close. Heavy damage turn. So if we hologram... the go for the eyes is a possibility. Barrage might be able to finish them. So 7 by 5, 35. Let's keep that in mind, as well as shatter. Yeah, 35 finishes them. So let's do that. We got barrage. It's a lot of dazed. Nice. Explosive Ampoule. Vambrins. First time you gain block, each combat double the amount. Signal boost. The next power you play is played an additional time. What are potential candidates for that? Capacitor. We're not ready for that, but it could be good. Bulk up. Potentially interesting. Caltrops can also... I don't think playing at this difficulty it's important. Back in Slay the Spire 1, fighting against the heart, that type of thing would have went hard. Coolant is also would become really impactful with signal boost, and I don't know that we're interested in these, so sure. I wonder what that upgrades to. Signal boost. Okay, just cost 0. We might do coolant. That starts to become a lot of block. Let's do that. And this dude is brutal. It's got a big health pool, and then you get those status cards partway through that hurt pretty badly. But let's get at it. We want to try to get powers in play kind of as best as we can, I think, early. Let's do chaos and caltrops. We can also... I mean, compile driver, we're going to draw 3 cards. And we can get some energy for next turn, I guess. It's not worth it to get a teeny bit of extra damage down. We're just trying to set up to scale properly. This, I found out, seemed to hurt more than taking the damage. Go for the eyes. Looks good. Hot fix. Power in place. We're going to be able to play everything. Gotta remember we can draw 3 cards. The explosive Ampoule won't matter for this particular engagement. Barrage not working for us yet. I think we'll do capacitor though. Overclock doesn't hurt. Love to see a turbo. And We could signal boost Thunder. And why not? We don't have better options this turn other than just blocking. I mean, I guess... yeah. We don't have a lot of ways of getting lightning into play. Zap, of course, and then chaos. That's some of our only options. I think, yeah, we want to be playing that. Let's get a... I think a zap. We've got the double effect with the thunder. We've got to make sure that we are leaning in and dealing as much damage as we can. He heals a little bit on that one, and then we're about to get another debuff. And this is not a great... we're going to draw 3 cards. We're going to drink this potion. Compile driver is good. We're going to get a couple more cards. And we might shatter. No, we're going to hold off. We don't need it as bad for this turn. And things like a barrage are going to hit so much harder if we have our slots open. Or, I mean, all of our slots full. Okay. It's going to get real here shortly. Flat cannon is almost ready to go off hard. Let's do that. Bulk up will let us... No, we're going to flat cannon. And get rid of stuff like, you know, voids and burns. All that stuff hurts us anyway. We're going to get 9 block there. We're almost full blocking. We'll do 1 and 1. That's fine. I don't know that we're going to make it. Chill, of course, free. Let's do this with a hot fix. Chaos, please. Yep. I mean, those are developing into better turns, but we're just... I don't know that we're quite there. That was quite a bit of block. Do we survive this? Yeah. This has been a tough battle, though, for sure. Let's hit up with the barrage, and then we can shatter. Might be there. Yeah. No. So, well, we can use the ampule. Did not think we were going to need this for this battle. Oh, wow. Easy. Never doubted. Skill potion, that's good. Modded. Kind of half discovered this in our last run. I'm sure I had seen it before, but gain an extra orb slot, draw 1 card, increase the cost by 1. Buffer might be smarter, but we're going to do modded. Act 3 glory. We're going for the glory. Ooh, the door maker. This is the guy that it's like there's a bunch of floating rocks and he only appears after you beat up the rocks. Something like that, you know, really normal. Let's see what we got in store for our reward. You may cook at rest sites. Start of your turn. Add a random attack into your hand. It's free to play this turn. No. Choose 3 attacks in your deck and chant them with instinct. We have a lot of cards, and we're probably looking to upgrade quite a number of them, as many as we can. At the start of your turn, add a random attack into your hand. It's free to play this turn. I guess we're going to do that. We probably need more attacks, and they're free to play. Sounds pretty good. So let's figure out what path we want to take. Can we get to a shop? There's one in the middle here. And there's one at the top on each of these sides. With this one, you have to dodge this elite in order to get there, versus this is in the elite's path. Now, I don't think that we want to get to both shops, but let's aim to get to that last one before getting to the final boss. So there's quite a few events if versus a lot of enemies. We've got a lot of cards. We're not necessarily looking to add a whole bunch more. I think we may take the events. Let's go up the middle and give us some opportunities to get some other unique effects besides just card rewards and that type of thing. Okay, we got the Devoted Sculptor. Let's go for the eyes. No harm in that. Synthesis. Oh, we've got that new crossbow. At the start of your turn, add a random attack into your hand. It's free to play this turn. That allows us to get a power in play free of cost. Let's get Smokestack on board too. And I think a couple of kind of damage dealing ones will skip on Shadow and keep Luminescence in the hand. So we start off with, okay, we only have one unique orb, so it was only 3 block. I just want to make sure I understand how that is interacting. Okay, Adaptive Strike, no harm in that. Let's do Overclock, where we've got Smokestack online. What can we hologram? Maybe Overclock, I think, again. I wouldn't mind, yeah, I was going to say Seeing Chaos. We're not going to have time for Capacitor. This guy gets too strong too quickly. Okay, Glass. We are going to want to go off this turn, I believe, so let's hit it up. We don't have to block too crazy. I guess that's going to be it. We're going to hang on to Luminescence. It's getting scary, though. Smacking for 21. Ooh, Ice Lance for free. We'll do that. Compile Driver just got a lot worse because of that. That's my bad. But he's dead. There's so many times where I am strategizing, thinking through the cards. I'm buried in deep trying to think about it. And before I know it, they're dead. And I was not planning well. FTL, kind of a cool card. A little bit of card draw, just deal some damage. We've already got a barrage. Not worried about leap. All of these upgraded, by the way, is nice. But we're going to grab FTL. Ooh, Tinker Time. We get to make a card. Let's make an attack. And we do have potential strength with one of our cards. Can't remember the name, but we don't have a lot of ways to apply vulnerable. We've got a little bit of weak with go for the eyes. Let's just make it hit like a truck. So, you know, events are cool. We did end up getting a card there as opposed to doing a standard combat. Compile Driver. Wish we had a chill. So I think the Luminescence, again, it's weird that it does not say innate, but we are getting it every single combat as our first card. It's interesting. Okay, let's do this to all enemies. That seems worthwhile. We just killed our Compile Driver, though. We're pretty bad at this game, aren't we? Or I am, I should say. Let's do this. We're going to Mad Science. This is going to do 36 damage. So let's take that first guy out. And although we would be able to block him easier, if we play this, we can block for a lot. Why is it? Oh, because there's another relic that affects this. Okay, so let's do that. Let's take him out. And we may even get Smokestack in play, because I think if we start playing Overclocks, it'll be worth it. By the way, these guys, if they hit you with unblocked damage, it takes down your max HP, I believe. Okay, smokestack, let her rip. FTL is ready to go. Claw, why not? Now we got great options here. Went smooth. I'm gonna skip on that. Don't need the deck getting bigger than it already is. Okay, we've got a skill and 3 thorns. Not too worried about getting that in play just yet. Let's do modded barrage. We may bulk up. This is going to be potentially a longer fight. So I feel like that's worth getting into play. Let's also get thunder. We're going to do luminescence and get all of these powers in. He's about to give us a lot of cards. Don't we have... We've got an attack that destroys all the status... Yeah, flat cannon. And what did he just give us? Oh, slimes. Okay, there they are. Flat cannon could potentially go off so hard. A 4x4 attack. Caltrops becomes better. Let's signal boost. We've got turbo as a backup, so let's do that. We now have 6 thorns. Go for the eyes. Cool. TL. All of this stuff's pretty cool. And yeah, let's do this. We don't mind the status cards. It's a kind of a new angle. I don't know that I've, at least recently, leaned into the status card type of angle. So here's flat cannon. Look at that. I guess let's let her rip. Huge damage, getting rid of all of those cards. It's pretty good. It's pretty slow animations. Yeah, punch him up with your little spinner fist. And shatter. Let's get after it. We're not going to be here long. And hyper beam. Not worried about losing the focus. Nice. Still max HP. Not overly interested. Let's skip. We're talking about getting these events. We do want to get to this shop. We could get to this one. What about the rest spots? So this one, we got 1, 2 total. This would be 1, 2, 3. We're still going to get 2 elites, even if we skip that third one. So maybe the right side is better. Let's do that. And we're ready. We're as ready as we'll ever be. We got max HP. Okay, FTL before it loses its effect. We got turbo. It's good to know. Let's overclock. Hotfix. So we've got a lot of blocks set up. The dark might be wise to start getting it cooking. We don't mind about status. Let's get that in. And thunder, all of that. That should be good. We've got block for days. It's a good compile driver. I think we'll hit capacitor. Let's get some more cards. I guess chaos would have been smarter first in case we got a glass or something, but didn't. Never punished. He's about to hit us pretty hard. Let's do luminescence. And is this enough if we play defense versus dual cast? We'd get 13. Yeah, it's close. I kind of want to keep the extra orb in there. Oh no, we got plenty. I don't know how to do math. If anyone's wondering, if you're newer to the game and you happen to stumble upon this obscure video and you want to know, this is a game about math. If you're trying to get better at it, you're going to be constantly just figuring out numbers and whether or not it's enough and all of that. But it's not a bad thing. It's a fun part of the game. All right, let's hit him. Wouldn't mind. Well, the dark orbs are cooking. That's not a bad thing. Ooh, we might draw it here. Okay, modded, great. Ooh. Yeah, we're getting close, so let's just get them. I wonder if I'm going to regret that. Yeah, there's the barrage. And I don't think we can't get him to land here. Let's try to get some defense, I guess. That was pretty bad. Could have used a skill, but that's fine. It's the first damage we've taken in the act. And this... Is this an elite? No, it's not. Okay, I think Hyper Beam, we're about ready for that. Again, as long as we can finish, right? Because right now we want the block. Wow, that's weird. I guess I don't want to play that. I'd rather have the block. Okay, should be able to finish him here, I would think. Free Ice Lance. That new relic is pretty powerful. Just getting free cards every single turn. It's very nice. And let's hit up our Mad Science, the one we created. Dead. Okay, new potion. Get some energy. Whenever you play a power, gain. Okay, this is awesome. We're going to go for subroutine. We've got a lot of powers in the deck, and it's upgraded. It's a 0-cost card. So we're basically going to get to play a lot of them for free. They're 1 power or 1 cost powers. So right off the bat, we got subroutine. Let's get it in play. Looks like a pretty solid turn 1. Nice barrage. We are basically at full block, if not full. We'll keep luminescence. Pile driver, good card draw, some 0-cost, go for the eyes, claw, hotfix, all that good stuff. Let's draw some more. Flat cannon not hitting hard yet. We're okay for block. Power, we get our cost back. Let's hit him up with our science. And we can dual cast with the extra damage of the thunder. Still keep the luminescence. We're going to get that dark orb evoked pretty soon. There's the shatter. So let's get the chaos first before we evoke it all. Wouldn't even mind a cool handed. Just see what's there. Sunder, we'll throw it off, and shatter. Nice, heavy hitter. We are full block. I guess let's keep the luminescence. We're expecting this to be our finisher. That's a heavy attack, 43. I'm glad that I don't need to deal with that. I don't think. If we hologram, what? Barrage is not ready. Flat cannon is not popping off. Mad Science. Turned out to be quite a card. I mean, it's a 36 damage, 1-cost card. It's tremendous. Another potion. The next attack you play deals triple damage. Man. Which one do we want to get? I think Thorns. We've already got Caltrops. Vested Pauper. The start of each combat, deal 9 damage to all enemies. Really nice at the beginning of the game because you're facing weaker enemies, and so that puts a good chunk into them. But later in the game, you notice it less and less. I think I don't mind a second hologram here, especially upgraded. Gives a little deck manipulation. Let's head up this way. forgot to draw our path out for this one. We're gonna get a couple upgrades here with the war paint, I think. Yeah. Modded and a defend, I think. Let's upgrade. Okay, 0 cost. That's not bad. What does mad science do? Oh, it's an 8. We don't care about that. The hologram, we would keep it from exhausting. We are going to do cool-headed. I would like to have the extra card draw. Okay, elite time. We're going to probably hit up some of these potions. Okay. All for one. Definitely want smokestack. And we get our power cost back, so no fear in playing them. Right? Don't we? Oh no, there's a card we've got to play before that. Shoot. It's okay. Let's get Charge Baddie. We're going to play Radiant to get some energy. Get some more block down. That's full block. And yeah, I think that's fine. We'll hang on to Luminescence. Get hexed. Okay, we lose the cards. They're all ethereal. That's something to keep in mind. TL, Ice Lance. We've got a lot of orb slots. But it is looking like we can also play a lot of cards. It's always fun. Surprised we haven't seen the one that gives us energy back for playing powers. It's disappointing. We're definitely going to be playing Luminescence. I think let's dual cast. Oh, okay, I was hoping we'd kill the middle guy. That's fine. Let's hologram, and we want... Well, Mad Science would have been certainly a good candidate, but we may do Chaos. Yeah, I think so. Just get some more nonsense out there. Should have lots of block, I think. Gonna have 2 extra energy next turn, too. Oh, in good shape. All of our upgrades are gone. Okay, we can weaken him, though. Let's get some more status cards in before Flat Cannon. Chill doesn't hurt. We don't have any lightning. But let's do it. I mean, we've got lots of energy to use. Okay. Once we evoke all of this, it should be about game over. There's subroutine. I guess let's play it. Can't remember if we have more powers left in the deck or not. Let's... Barrage for sure. Before hitting up Shatter. And then we can refill some of it with Ice Lance, and they're all dead. Nice. Stonecracker. Start of each combat, upgrade 2 random cards in your draw pile for the rest of combat. Not bad. We might want another turbo. Status cards are serving us well, and it's just energy for days. This also adds 2 wounds into your discard, a lot of block. Also suits us, but let's grab another turbo. We don't have to use them, right? But that works really well. Smokestack. It goes to 7. It's not bad. Caltrops goes to 5. I don't know. The Signal Boost is a good candidate. I think it's going to be hologram. Get rid of that exhaust feature. We can move some stuff around in our deck a little bit better. Okay. We're going to fight setting 2. I like the idea of some more upgrades, and I think it's doable too. I can't remember how exactly... well, okay, so you've got 3 turns to defeat them. You can't sit on this. Let's get at it. Flat cannon's not ready to go off yet. Hot fix, why not? Shatter is not going to move the needle, but we can at least do some damage. And then I guess we just want to not only deal, but we'll get a little energy next turn. I think we got full block. They don't attack, by the way. He'll be gone or blows up. I don't know what happens at the end of this. Shoot, barrage. Shoot, compile driver. Okay, let's see. So subroutine's free. Let's do that. We get our energy back 4 powers. Forgot to play signal boost. It's fine. Test the coil. None of this means anything. Wow. Terrible draw. We use a skill? No. Oy, this hurts. Well, the signal boost works for the next turn as well. Last chance. Well, there is some potential here. We got Mad Science and Ice Lance. Let's... Are we close? Need something. Chill's not going to do it. No. Okay, well, the next attack you play deals triple damage. It's still short by 2. Oh my goodness. We're going to use... Okay, I don't know. I don't think this is going to give us damage. Oh. Okay, maybe. We would have to use our other potion too. This is so disgraceful. I don't know why we're doing this. It's so crazy. To get a strike and defend upgraded. Guys, if you're learning to play the game, don't play the way that I do. That's the #1 lesson in these runs. And I'm happy to serve that purpose for you. Okay, these... Normally you'd jump on membership card. I don't know if it matters at this stage. Yes, we're going to buy a few things, but this also is great. But again, at this stage, I don't think we're ever finishing without block. We got frost orbs and stuff. Maybe this triggers before frost orbs. That could be a mechanic that would work well. And pantograph, we don't care. We don't need to heal that much. Anointed, put every rare card from your draw pile into your hand. It's nice. This is all underwhelming. We could buy a bunch of potions, though. Let's remove a card. We're going to drop that strike. Who are we facing? This dude. Okay. Smokestack. Let's grab it because with subroutine, the powers are basically free. If we're able to get that down first, we don't mind this popping through. And then that way, every time we play an overclock or a turbo and those types of things, we are dishing out damage and it starts to stack a little bit better. We can buy, we're going to get all of them. We're going to get attack, weak, and dex. Those all sound delicious. Draw 2 cards, put 1 card from your hand on top of your draw pile. That also sounds great. Okay. We are broke in the best kind of way. Let's upgrade a card. Thinking ahead does not exhaust. Love to see it. Okay. Can we go 2 for 2? Ascension 1. Final boss. No, what's up? You don't want to fight? So this is set up. Let's get some orbs in play. Modded, of course. Caltrops. All of these are good. Wish we had Sanatrope? No, I forget what it's called. Synopsis or something? I think we want to keep going here probably. What else would we play? Smokestack. Let's do that. And we can also get charged battery for some energy next turn. Deal 7 damage, draw 4 cards. I don't think we want to risk that. We don't want to cycle through this too quickly. We want to see these cards. Okay. There he is. This isn't even the minion, is it? This is like the guy? Or maybe not. No, we got... I don't remember. Okay. Add exhaust to this card. What? What is... Is that always the case or just this turn? Okay, I'm blown away. We're going to use the dex. We're going to throw some weak on him. And I mean, we don't need to use that attack right now. Let's get the claw out of here, and we need to defend a little bit. I don't know what to make of this. I don't remember that. Okay, fine, we're going to end. Can you please get rid of Devoured? Yeah, okay. Scrutiny. You cannot draw additional cards during your turn. Oh, that's also quite a pleasure. Thank you. I wasn't wanting to draw any, especially with my compile driver. Okay, that's fine. All that. We're gonna take a little hit there. That's okay. Does this go back to devouring? Whoa, it's different every time. This must be a patch. They must have updated this since the last time I played. Grasp. Whenever you play a card, lose energy. Okay. We want to get that one in play. We can gain one. How's that going to work? We stayed at 1. We would gain a net 1 with luminescence, and then we could get shadow shield down. That might be worth it. Let's do that. Full block, and oh, we can play 0 cost cards. Let's do that. Get them all out of here. Overclock. Let's keep cycling. Deal a little damage. Devour. So we might not mind exhausting some cards. It's fine. Well, turbo. No, okay, zap, get the crap out of here. Dual cast on a glass, that can go. I'm going to strike, we don't care. Let's keep the other 2. Okay. Can't draw cards this turn. Getting more of the hang of it. Let's weaken him all for 1. Whoa. Me likey. I'm glad we didn't exhaust all those. Oh, we can't draw cards. Shoot. And we want to block. Status cards are fine too. It's coming along. What's this one? Lose energy when you play a card. I think we want capacitor, chill. No, chill was a bad call. We can play 0 cost cards. Somewhat effect, like, you know, with no effect. So let's get a couple more drawn. That's fine. Maybe it's time. I think we use the attack. Exhaust all status cards. We may want to do that. Because we've got a lot of harmful status cards in our deck now. The other option is refract. Just filling out our orb slots for things like barrage. Also, null is great. Like, getting a dark cooking. Let's get rid of our status cards. There's a lot of voids, some burns, all that stuff. It's fine. we feel a lot more confident that way, just popping off the overclocks and the turbos and that kind of stuff when we know that they're getting cleaned out. Okay, barrage is getting ready to pop. Which one's this? Exhaust. It's fine. We might need to start just cleaning up our deck anyway. That kind of sucks, but let's do that. And maybe we're going to evoke. I think I'm okay with this. I mean, we're in the finishing stages. Let's think ahead. And we want to put one on top. That's going to be the flat cannon. Sure. Gonna hit up the turbo. That can exhaust FTL and increase our strength and dex. Also, we can signal boost for our next power. Full block. That one's smooth. Can't draw cards. All these overclocks, but the statuses are useful. Can we not draw one with hologram then? No, we can. So don't do a card drawing one. Probably chaos. Yeah, I think so. Gives us opportunities for... the thunder will go off a little bit more at least. Ooh. I can't... Ooh. What just happened there? Nice. Get those statuses out. Good punchy. Ooh, so close. And we're low on HP too. There better not be a second stage here, because he used to be like hiding and then he'd appear out of the rocks, and this better be it. Is it? Yeah, punch that architect. No, you didn't dismantle me. I'm here. Fix you? Yeah, fix me. Yeah. Ah. Bummer. 2 for 2 though. Ascension 1. And we just keep on marching. And I think, in some ways, I think it'd be fun to bounce around. Of course, I love the other characters, all of them, in a major way. But so I'm tempted to start different series and play the other ones as well. But I think that doing this and sticking with the Defect will help us get better, kind of sharpen us back up, and especially for Slay the Spire 2, where we're still learning a few of the different cards and the enemy types and stuff, that we just stay lasered in. We'll just keep going with him, and that way, run to run, many more things will be familiar, and we'll be able to optimize a little bit better. So that's it for this one, but we'll be back with Ascension 2 with the Defect in the next one. Thanks, guys. Take care.